Hey everyone, John here again, back on the Nerd Parade server. As you see behind me, we have our Quetzal, fully grown. Level 107 right now. I've leveled it up once, and it has another level. So we'll go ahead and put this into movement speed. These things are pretty slow, so I like to pump a little bit of movement speed in them. And what we're going to do today is go ahead and craft up the platform saddle. As a matter of fact, I already have all the ingredients in the Smithy upstairs. But I wanted to go over this thing. I don't think I went over this in the last episode, even though we had it. Um, the same gentleman that let me, or bred his two Quetzals and let me have the egg, actually brought this guy over while the egg was being hatched so that I could tame it. It was a level 92 whenever he brought it over. And he was nice enough to find it for us and actually bring it over and let us have it. So that was pretty cool of him. And he's been helping us out a lot so far. And we'll go upstairs here and go ahead and get to the smithy. I have trouble with my movement speed going up the stairs and stuff. And we have the ingredients to go ahead and craft this, so we'll go ahead and do that. It's not too awful expensive. The cementing paste is a lot easier to get now with the saber tooth, getting the chitin and stuff. Alright, fantastic. So I think this is going to be a pretty exciting episode. I'm pretty sure what I'm going to do is gather up enough stone and make some foundations and walls and everything and get started on our new base location. I'll show that off a little later on in the episode, but it's at about maybe 3568 or so. It's up like on a little plateau. Yeah, I think it's going to be pretty neat. And the main reason we're building there is because most of the other decent locations on the server are taken. Actually, believe it or not, the island that I built on my map isn't taken right now, but I don't want to build there because I've already done that. So, yeah, I think this is going to be a pretty good location, though. And what I'm going to do now is go gather up some stone and wood. Actually, I tell you what. I think we're going to go try to find us a mammoth really quick because we're going to need him for wood and stuff. So let me go try to find a mammoth and bring him back and see about taming that. And I'll be right back. Hopefully we get enough thatch with it to use for the rest of the walls and stuff that I'm building. Oh man, there's some compies down there. I hate compies. That's like the worst addition to the game. I'd rather have the bugs than the compies. Let me go over here and get my saber tooth and take care of these guys. I really do hate compies a lot. Hold on. Ready to go. Right there. Piece of crap. Level 84 too. And they'll just walk up to you just like, oh hey, I just want to be friends. Yeah, right. You don't want to be friends. They're especially awful whenever you first start out. What is that? A dodo egg? Is that a compy egg? Wow, that's small. I've never even seen one of those. That's pretty cool. So I've got 28 walls. I've got a few foundations to finish out what I've already built over there. I've only laid a few foundations over there so far, and I'll take you over there and actually go through a little bit of building as well. I've got some of the windowed walls here. I don't have the windows yet. I'll have to make those up. And I'll kind of go through what I'm thinking with it as well. And I've got a stone door frame and a reinforced wooden door. I don't have enough ceilings right now, but I think we're already out of stone. Let me see. Yeah, pretty much. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to go ahead and gather just a few more materials. I'll probably get some ceilings together and maybe just a few more walls and stuff. And then I'll take you guys over to where I'm thinking about building, and we'll kind of go through a little bit of building this episode as well, and kind of, I'll give you my thought process and what I'm thinking about doing with the place. But anyways, I'll be right back as soon as we start heading over there. This is the plateau, the second one over there that I'm flying to. This is the one that I'm planning on building on. If you watch Slipgator's videos, he's actually built a base up there on that plateau as well. And there's a lot of metal on this one, and I didn't want to build on it to get rid of the metal, and I think it's going to be really nice to fly back and forth and just, you know, grab the metal and then fly over to the base and start smelting it up. So this is the plan, and I think it's going to be pretty nice. Now I've got a bunch of building materials made up right now. Let's go ahead and get these, and we'll get some walls and see about placing these, the rest of these foundations. Now I went with, let's see, I think it's 6 wide. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then it should just go right across here. Alright, so now we have it even 6 by 6. So I think we're going to go with this. And I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to design it. What I think I'm going to do is make this bottom layer that I'm standing in right now an actual garage and put a gate up right here. And then make the layer above it my actual house, where I'll do all the like crafting and all that stuff. So let's put this foundation back in. You know what? I think we're going to go with that. Alright, that looks good. Looks really good. We'll go ahead and put the... Oh, that is not it. Finishing touch. Yeah, that looks good, guys. I like that. And see, we won't be able to put like a mammoth or anything in here. But we will be able to, you know... It would be nice to put a mammoth in there. But we can leave the mammoth. I'm planning on building like a little... putting a behemoth gate down there and making this little area that's kind of raised up right here into another separate, like, larger dino holding area. So we'll be able to put like the saber-tooth and maybe an ankylo when we get it, and stuff like that down here in the bottom. And also it'll probably allow us to put a generator down here and kind of hide the wires and stuff as well. So I think that's going to be how that goes. And I may as well, let me go ahead and place the remaining walls that we have in here. I don't know why I got that. I don't really need that right now. Let's see. Let's do it. But I'm going to go ahead and get the rest of the walls made up, and then I think what we're going to do is see about bringing a few of our dinos over and actually placing them in here, and maybe getting a few storage units and just kind of start the moving process from the old house to the new one here. This will be at least a good start, and it's the stone's a lot better than the wood that we have over there. Plus there's so much materials over here and everything. I think it'll actually be better to gather over here as well. Other than the fact that I saw a level 80 Gigasaurus roaming around over here somewhere. Now that may be a problem. Now let me go see if I can find that dude and see where he's at really quick. Maybe we can get some guys on the server to help us take that thing out, or maybe even team it up, who knows. But I did see that thing roaming around. Okay, I don't see him around right now, but I know he's around here somewhere. There's no way he's dead. So that is a thing we're going to have to look for. I'll go ahead and get the materials that we need for the rest of the house here, and I'll be right back. Alright everyone, and we're back. And I want to go ahead and do just a little bit of the placing of the stone ceilings here on camera, and kind of go over what I've done so far. So I've placed these like watchtower areas down over here on the corners of the base, and I'm just placing some stone ceilings going around them, and I'm planning on putting some fencing going around that way you can just kind of walk around, and you've got these windows right here, and I'll place a ladder going up through so you can get up through there and kind of just look out and around. And I'll hop on the Quetzal here in just a second and kind of fly around the place so you can kind of look and see what's going on so far. Alrighty. Think that's it? No, I've still got these. You gotta watch out with this movement speed. I'm having to like just kind of tap the walk button a little bit so I don't just go flying off the thing. Okay, so that's kind of what it's looking like so far. Now you're probably wondering what the foundations are doing out here. And I'm planning on going actually 4 wide with this. Hopefully I can get this last one out on the corner right there. I don't know if it's going to be hanging off too much or what, but I'm planning on going 4 wide there. And I'm going to be putting a forge there. And hopefully, and I may have to do it with a few ceilings, but I'm going to make a landing pad for the Quetzal here. And I should be able to just land. Yeah, see, with 4 wide it should work out pretty nice. But with 4 wide, the forge and a landing pad, that way I can just get the metal and then fly it right over and stick it in the industrial forge and get it smelting up. Now that's going to obviously take me a while to do because 2,500 metal, I mean, it's pretty ridiculous, especially for one person. So we have these like little corner pieces here, and I'm thinking I'm probably going to go up 1 more with these, and I was planning on putting like maybe some storage units over here and over there, and kind of just like putting stuff in the corners as I need it. And I'll probably put a ladder going up and put like a little base up there so you could kind of go up into the watchtower. And even from up top, I don't know, I might not do a ladder going up. I may just do a base up there and then just make it to where you can, maybe I'll put some doors up here. That might be what I do actually. I'll probably put like a door right here. That way you can just kind of go in here and look around from right there and just have like a little tower that you're in. I think that'll be kind of neat. So, I think the next step is to go ahead and raise those corner pieces like I was talking about. So I'll have to make a few more walls and ceilings. And then I'll have to go ahead and widen this. And then I'm going to have to bring over a few more of our dinos. And obviously, since this is a PvP server, I am going to try to fortify this thing a little bit. Now, I don't do much of that in my normal building, but I think it needs to be done on here. And I'm probably going to make a middle area that is raised up off of this to kind of match it, so it looks like the middle is raised and then the corners out here are raised with these watchtowers. And I'm going to be placing like maybe mounted turrets. I would like to have one of those mounted turrets, especially right in the middle. That would be really cool to have. And I'm going to be placing auto turrets around the corners and everything as well. Just to have it, you know, fortified, and maybe nobody comes by and just tries to like kite our mammoth off or kill our mammoth or our Quetzal sitting on top or anything like that. Actually, I'm not really sure where I'm going to park the Quetzal. I'll probably have to park it like right here. And we haven't really made anything to hold our dinos down here yet, and that's going to have to happen as well. So that's going to be a thing that happens. So as you see, it's a good start to our base, but it's not really where it needs to be right now. So I'll be right back as soon as I get these things raised and get a little bit more done to it, and maybe have it looking a little better. So I'll be right back. Talking about up 1. We'll go inside of here really quick. Just kind of show that off. So see, I raised these up once, and now I'll be able to put storage units or anything I want in here, really. I mean, I could even put a fab in here, fabricator, which I think the fabricator would go over here next to the industrial forge, because I plan on putting the forge on this side. And I may put like a giant vault right here with some windows right here. That way you can access the vault from the outside. That way I can just, you know, take the metal right out of the forge into the vault, and then from the vault into wherever I need to go inside of here. That's my plan so far anyway. But I think it's looking pretty good. We're going to have to wall off inside of here with a stone ceiling. That way you can actually stand in here from the door. Now I haven't actually placed the door yet. But that way somebody doesn't break the thatch roof and just fall right through, and then they're like in here and they can take all of our stuff or do whatever it is that they would do. Um, it's kind of looking like a fort slash castle. I think it's looking okay, actually. I'm going to do something with the middle area here. I could keep going with the watchtowers. I'm not sure yet exactly. I kind of build, like as I build, I kind of just look at stuff and see what I need to do, and I'll place stuff, and if I don't like it, I'll just destroy it and start over with a different design. But I really like how this is coming out so far. It's kind of looking like it should be placed up here on top of this plateau. And that's what I was going for. So, yeah, I'll be right back as soon as I kind of come up with a different plan on what I'm going to do with the middle there. And, yeah, I'll be right back. Hey everyone, and we're back. And this is the final product of what I've been working on for the past probably actually 2 days. I haven't had much time to work on it on this server, but this is what we have so far. You can probably hear my voice. It's kind of late at night right now, so I wanted to go ahead and record this because I just finished up putting the fencing and the last few windows into the structure here. But I think it looks pretty neat. It's definitely unique looking, if I do say so myself. And I was kind of going for, since this plateau is really rocky and everything, I kind of wanted to go for like a fortified castle type look on top. But I didn't want it to look like a traditional castle with like watchtowers on the four corners and like, you know, a flat top and everything. I kind of wanted to make it look a little different. So this is a PvP server, and you see the thatch roofing and the wood walls. There's actually stone ceilings underneath that, so nobody can just break right through and get in. So that is protected. And we'll go ahead and fly around to the entrance right here and hop off and just have a look and watch me fly off my bird there. Alright, so we'll go ahead and go in. So I'm planning on, I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to set all this up, but I'm going to put a smithy and fabricator and all that stuff in here, obviously. I'm going to be putting a industrial forge on the other side of this wall, and I have made the foundations over here 4 wide except for the ends. I couldn't place one right here, so I just didn't place one on this side as well. And I'm not sure, until we get the industrial forge made up, I'm not sure exactly how it's going to look here or anything. I was hoping to have a landing pad to land my Quetzal right here and just hop off and, you know, unload it back and forth. So hopefully that'll be something that we're able to do. If we go inside, I've got ladders in all 4 corners leading up to the 2nd floor. And, oh, I don't have stone ceilings in this one because there's not really anything. Somebody could just come up here and land if they wanted to, so there's no reason to protect that one. This is the 2nd floor. I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do here yet. I may have some storage units up here as well, maybe like some vaults or something on either side, and be able to fly the bird in through here, land and unload in the vaults. I'm not sure yet what I'm going to do with it. I just kind of made it up, and I'll work with the design after the fact is what I was going with there. Okay, so now we're up top, and I'm planning on putting like a bed up here and some other stuff. I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to wall it off and keep people out yet. I was thinking about putting ceilings across the top right here. I don't know how that's going to look though, and I'm really worried about the looks on that. But I want to keep the fencing here just because I like to be able to come over here and look off without actually having a window. So that's probably going to stay. And if we come out, oops, a little bit of server lag there. If we come out on, okay, if we come out on this side, fantastic. We have a little bit of a balcony and an overlook right here. And I'm planning on putting mounted turrets on both sides. There's one on this side and the same exact thing over here on this side as well. And I want to put mounted turrets up here and be able to fire off with them if anything flies over. So I'm planning on putting turrets all the way throughout this whole base. It may be a little dark for you guys right now. Let's go ahead and gamma up. Close that as we go down. So I'm planning on putting turrets maybe on the corners right here, on all 4 corners, and maybe actually on every corner. I may make up a bunch of turrets. We may go pretty crazy with this, but I definitely want it to be protected. So this is what I've came up with so far. I'll go ahead and let me just go down really quick. Catch myself. And I'll definitely do updates as I kind of update the interior of the place and actually find out what I'm going to do with that. So this is it. I think it turned out okay. I like it actually. And I really like this spot because of the metal over here. So that's going to be super nice for gathering the metal stuff that we're going to need. So I think that's going to be about it for this episode, guys. It's been a long 2 days trying to build this thing up. Especially considering the gathering on this server is still ×1, it's normal gathering, but the HP for the resources are turned up. So let's say if I see a rock on the ground, there's not going to be one up here, but if there's a rock on the ground, I can actually pick that rock up like 4 or 5 times, but I'll only get 1 rock every time I pick it up. And that's a lot different than the my server, my home server. I've got the actual resources turned up so that you gather 4 or 5 rocks per rock. So yeah, it's definitely taken me a while to do this, but anyway, that's going to be it. I hope you enjoyed the episode, and I hope you're liking the series. If you are liking the series, please let me know in the comments, and maybe you can give me a like or subscribe for more videos. Thank you for watching.